All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Ryan Snyder. He's the CFO for Electra Battery Materials. And Ryan, it's always great to see you again. How are you?
I'm great, Steve. How are you doing?
I'm doing very, very well. So news release out talking a bit of an update on what's going on within the company, but specifically that you've increased capacity for your cobalt refinery. So just remind everyone a little bit about where the refinery is, what you're doing, and what this means to increase capacity.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, a pretty big week for us of announcements. Our refinery, 5 hours north of Toronto, is on track to be the only cobalt sulfate refinery in North America when it comes online in Q4 of next year. And it was originally slated to produce 5,000 tons per year of contained cobalt. But honestly, the conversations we're having with potential buyers have highlighted a need for more. And so what we've decided to do is upsize our cobalt crystallizer to 6,500 tons. This will allow us to increase our output should we choose in the future. And just based on the market dynamics that we see right now, we think that's very likely. So we wanted to be ready to do that at the right time. And you needed to kind of install some of that capacity now. It's more difficult to do at a later date. So made the decision to do that. We think it's the right one. And we think the demand will be there far in excess of what we can produce.
Yeah, and the reason why you're doing it now, obviously, is that you are putting stuff into that plant right now. So while you're doing it, it's better to be prepared to upgrade even more if you have to. Is that why you're doing this now?
Yeah, that's correct. So, as we're putting this together, right, we've committed over 20 million of the capital program so far. There's efficiencies to doing these enhancements now. I think it would have been difficult to build in increased capacity for some of the pieces of equipment after the fact, like if we got into production and wanted to do it. And so we want to be ready for a larger output facility. So the things that we need to do now to allow for that, we're doing. And the thing that was announced was an increase in the size of the cobalt crystallizer. There may be some minor things we need to do as we move along, but we want to make sure the system can handle 6,500 tons of cobalt in the future.
And you mentioned that you're getting a lot of calls and demand, and people are interested in what you're doing. And in fact, you also have some signed contracts as well, right?
Yeah, so we do have a contract with a company called Stratton Metals where we can sell all of our output through them. I think the ultimate goal for this company is a long-term partnership with one or two OEMs or their battery makers. I know our commercial team is working hard on that. It's not the quickest process to get a contract with the auto companies, but we feel very confident that those are well on their way. And hopefully we'll have some good news, before we get to the production time on long-term partnerships with large companies.
All right. Well, we'll leave it there. Ryan, congratulations on this. And we look forward to hearing more about these upgrades as they happen. So great to see you again. Thanks very much.
You too, Steve. Have a nice day. Take care.
All right, you as well. Ryan Snyder, the CFO of Electra Battery Materials.